So this is section 3.3 Certify. And I'm going to go to my Hawks Learning. Okay, so now what I did was I have a variations of conditional statements handout, which this is posted on Moodle, by the way. You go to Moodle, we have our assignment here. This is our variations of conditional statements. And this will probably come in handy when you go through the certify portion of this. So because, I mean, you know, not a lot of people have it memorized, the converse, inverse, and contrapositive of conditional statements. So we're going to go back here. You got to certify. Okay, question 1. If my professor offers extra credit, then I will attend his office hours. So my statement P, extra credit, implies Q, attend office hours. P implies Q. This is basically an implication statement. Is if my professor does not offer extra credit, that would be not P, then I will not attend his office hours, implies not Q. Okay, let me let's see if you can see this a little bit better. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to translate your sentence into a conditional statement. P, if he gives extra credit, then Q, I will attend his office hours. The statement was, I believe he does not give extra credit, then I do not attend his office hours. If you look at your handout or the variations on conditional statements, this is from your textbook, this is called an inverse. So a lot of this section is just identifying different variations of these conditional statements. So get back to, I think most of the questions are extra credit too, so, or are multiple choice, I mean, not extra credit. They're multiple choice, so if you screw it up, then do not take the strike, just try it again. Next one. My mom cooks lasagna for me when it is my birthday. Okay. Some of the conditional statements is not really clear what implies what. I would say if it is my birthday, then my mom cooks lasagna. So P, it's my birthday, implies Q, mom cooks lasagna. Okay. So I'm going to say that would be P implies Q. If I have to translate this into a conditional statement. So if it's my birthday, then mom cooks lasagna. If it is not my birthday, so not P, then mom does not cook lasagna. Then again, that would be an inverse statement. Okay, so translate this as a conditional statement. And my mom cooks lasagna whenever it's my birthday. In other words, you could say, if it's my birthday, then mom cooks lasagna. So P implies Q. And then we translate the statement in symbolic form. If it's not my birthday, then mom does not cook lasagna. That would be not P implies not Q. So that is an inverse. an inverse statement, just like the last one before. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go back here. And this is an inverse. Okay, given if I am sick, then the house is messy. P is I'm sick. I'm going to say Q is messy house. So I have P implies Q. P is I'm sick, implies Q, I have a messy house. If I am not sick, so not P implies not Q, well, this is the third one where we have another inverse. Contrapositive is if it were not Q implies not P, by the way. Another inverse. Now we have a truth table. It looks like we have a or statement. True, okay, for or statements, or statements look like the ones that have the V in between. So if I have a false or a false statement, I have two false statements implies a false statement. Otherwise true. So this is my or statement. And for my if then statement, like if P then Q, I only see if a true implies a false statement, this is false, otherwise true. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to identify when my or statement is false, and that would only occur when I have two false statements. So I have not P or not Q. The negation is when you just change T to F and F to T. So I'm going to ignore these first two columns and just look at the second two columns. So I have a false statement here on the first row. I have a false true, true false, true true, so the rest are going to be true. And then I have not P implies not Q. I have a true statement implies a false statement on the third row, so that would be false. The rest will be true. If these two columns do not match up, they are not equivalent. If you do have the same exact outcome in these last two columns, they would be equivalent statements. Find the converse of not P implies not Q. So I'm going to flip over to the converse of a conditional statement P implies Q is Q implies P. You just switch the two around. So Oops, here we go. So if I switch not Q implies not P would be the converse of that. I need to open up my keyboard here. So I have not Q implies not P. The contrapositive is when you interchange the, okay, contrapositive, that's when you negate both statements and you switch them around. So P implies Q, contrapositive is not Q implies not P. I'm going to go back. Contrapositive of this would be not Q. Now, it may not like a double negation. I'm going to see what happens if I do that. Implies not P. It might, because the thing is, a double negation, they cancel each other out. It's like a double negative. Okay, so it does not like the double negation. So remember, a double negation cancels each other out. Contrapositive, you switch each term around the order and you negate each term. So if I have not Q implies not P, I could say not Q implies not P. Not Q or Q implies not P. So let's go back and do this. Two negatives, it won't like that. Here's another one. We have to, we have the and it looks kind of like an upside down V. So our and statement is only true if we have two true statements, otherwise false. And if you notice, I have P and my Q column, true and true make a true statement. Now, I need to negate the P and Q column. So this is my rule for and. True and true make a true statement, otherwise false. But on this column here, I just need to negate the P and Q column. So I'm going to change that to false, true, true, true. Now, not P and Q, looking at the third column and the second column, again with and, true and false make a false statement. False and false make a false statement. True and true make a true statement. And a false and true make a false statement. These are not equivalent. And these, because the last columns do not match. Okay, so when you do Certify, you might get a different set of problems generated. And you can open up a second tab so that you can, if you go to practice, practice has the tutor option available, but every practice problem you see is probably like one of the Certify problems you're going to see.